Now, despite reports French club PSG has triggered his £195 million release clause, Barcelona is not willing to sell Brazil forward Neymar. The president of Barcelona, Josep Maria Bartomeu, has said Neymar is going nowhere amid reports the Brazilian has accepted an offer to join the French club. Neymar signed a new 5-year deal last October, which will keep him at the Nou Camp till 2021. His release clause value is expected to rise every year of the deal. Elsewhere, Arsenal goalkeeper Wojciech Szczesny is injuring ahead of a move to Juventus. Juventus have agreed a 4-year contract to sign the player for around £14 million. Szczesny will be signed to compete with club legend Gianluigi Buffon. Manchester United are close to agreeing a fee with Inter Milan for Ivan Perisic. Inter are holding out for £48 million plus a player in exchange with their eyes on striker Anthony Martial. Leicester manager Craig Shakespeare says no official bid has been launched for Riyad Mahrez, but admitted he does not know whether the unsettled winger will remain at Leicester City. Mahrez has been heavily linked with a switch to Italian club Roma, who have made a bid of £26 million. Joining us from London is our man who is keeping a tab on all the transfers, coach at the Kent FA in England, the gaffer, Toby Olubi. Glad to have you join us, Toby. Now, speculations around Neymar and Barcelona. Which is the real one? Is he really staying or leaving?
Solomon, thank you for having me this morning. It's a very, very shocking transfer rumor from PSG. They seem to be very serious, to be honest with you. And getting Neymar across to France will be something that will be of a transfer coup, because he's a top player, one of the best players in the world. But you know, there's rumors in the Barcelona camp that Neymar thinks he can be the best player in the world if given the opportunity, aside from Lionel Messi. You know, Lionel Messi, of course, arguably be the best player we have seen in our generation. It will be very, very it will take a lot of effort for anybody to better him at the moment. And Neymar is thinking if he can cross over to PSG in France, he might just be seen as probably the best player of our time at the moment. But I don't think that it will happen, Solomon. I don't think it will happen. Barcelona will not let him go. They really need him because he can be the heir to Messi's throne. You know, Suarez is also in his 30s. Messi is in his 30s. So why let Neymar go at this time? I don't think it will happen, Solomon.
Does it have anything to do with the tax issues, maybe?
Well, we could look at it from that angle as well. You know, a lot of foreigners, especially South Americans, have been having tax issues in Spain. It was Lionel Messi at some point, Angel Di Maria at some point, you know, Mascherano at some point as well. You know, Neymar also is not free of this tax evasion issues. So you may look at it from that angle, but I don't think because of the issue of tax, Barcelona would want to allow Neymar go over to PSG, who are obviously their rivals in Europe as in terms of the UEFA Champions League. So I don't think the deal is going to happen. It's just it's an audacious attempt by PSG. You know, they can also get someone else. As of this morning, there were reports that they have been linked to Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez. You know, who would be a good signing as well. If they can't get Neymar, they can get Sanchez for there about 70-80 million pounds. Would be far cheaper than Neymar, and also give them, if not more than what Neymar, will give them something on the same level.
Antonio Conte, any need for this new deal just 1 year into a 3-year contract? Maybe has this been at the very heart of the quarrel he's been having with Chelsea?
Yeah, it's well deserved. It was really hard last season. They changed everything at the football club, changed the system, changed the formation, changed the mentality of the team, changed their training habits, changed their training schedule, you know, and everything worked out very well at the end, winning the league at the first attempt, and a new contract, higher pay. Is well deserved for Conte, but there are still rumors that his backroom staff are yet to be rewarded with a new contract, and there were grudges of maybe he would walk away from the team, but he has signed, so he's staying. But members of the backroom staff are yet to be given an extension to their contract. A lot of them were signed a 1-year contract. I'm sure Ibrahimovic was just trying to play safe. He didn't want to spend heavy on laying them off if they failed last season, but unfortunately they succeeded, and it's time for them to get rewarded with longer contracts and higher pay. It will be shocking for you to also know that Antonio Conte was one of the lowest paid managers last season in the top 6. Someone like Ronald Koeman, Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, those guys were earning far higher than Antonio Conte last season, and surprise, he came up and won the league for Chelsea. So he's deserved a higher pay to his contract, and with the same a number of years, he still has 2 more years, but a higher pay and more bonus for Antonio Conte. Fantastic manager is.
From Manchester City, a big club, to West Ham, Joe Hart, then Wojciech Szczesny to Turin in Juventus specifically. Are these the right? Are these good deals or miscalculated deals for them?
If you know Solomon, I've always told you is the World Cup here. World Cup is in 2018 in Russia. This is the final season that will lead into that World Cup. It is your performances this season that will guarantee you a place to start for your national team at the World Cup. The World Cup is the biggest football competition in the world, and everyone wants to be seen at that stage. If you don't play in the 2017-2018 season, you might not make it to the World Cup in 2018. So everyone is doing what they can to play at their highest level and to play at their best, so that they can be in form and also stand a chance to play for their country. So it's a fantastic move for Joe Hart. He would regularly start for West Ham, and he will also be playing in the Premier League, where he stands a higher chance to be seen by everyone. So it's a good move for Joe Hart on his part, and for Szczesny going to debutize against ageless Buffon. Buffon should be retiring probably, even not at the end of the season, next season. He's tried. I think he's almost 40 now. He's done what he can for Juventus, and over the course of this last season, there were some lapses, some errors leading to go from Gigi Buffon, and it's something that is very unlikely of his character. But age has to tell, and it's already telling. And a replacement like Wojciech Szczesny is a very fantastic acquisition for Juventus. It's a win-win for both Szczesny and Juventus, to be honest, because Szczesny had a fantastic season for AS Roma last season. It would be shocking for you to know that he didn't make any error leading to a goal last season. He also had the highest number of clean sheets in the Serie A last season, the same Serie A that had Gigi Buffon. So why not go there to replace Buffon at Juventus?
Well, we are talking about it being about the World Cup, but with Gigi Buffon still in form despite his age, Szczesny might not even stand a chance of looking as #1 for Poland.
Well, he will, because the other goalkeepers for Poland, I don't think any of them can shake him off his position. I think he has a certain berth in the Polish national team. Fabianski, who is the other goalkeeper there, I don't think has what it takes to put him on the bench. I don't think there's any other keeper out there who is at Szczesny's level, to be honest. And he's at Juventus debutizing against Gigi Buffon. It's understandable. If he doesn't get to play as much games in the 2017-2018 season, I am very sure season after that is going to get in the brown shirt at Juventus.
Speculations on Mahrez isn't going away. At some point, it was Arsenal, now away from England completely. Would there be a move or not for him?
I think there will be a move because the player seems to be forcing the move. He's had his mind made up. But the issue for me is Leicester City wants a lot of money for Mahrez. I think about £30 million, £25 million thereabout. It is very difficult to find clubs drop that kind of money when it is the player that wants to leave, not the club wanting the player more. So it's difficult for Leicester to get that much money. But if they can agree to reduce the asking price, I'm sure Mahrez will be able to see the move. If not to Italy, probably a club in the Premier League. But the asking price is the problem from Leicester City. They don't want an unhappy player in their squad, I'm sure about that. So if they can reduce their asking price for Mahrez, I'm sure they'll be able to see the move, and both parties will be happy.
Thank you very much, Toby Ulubi, all the way from the Kent FA there in England.